It's Daryl. How you doing today? And here we are, another lovely day in Michigan. You can see it's like 4 o'clock and the sun's already about to set. It seems today is December 15th when I'm filming this, so this is like 7 days away from the shortest day of the year. A week from now, the days will start getting longer, so that's a plus. On the downside, you can see there is some ice down here in this little mud hole. So that tells you the temperature's kind of cold out. It's about 24 right now, I think. And, some of the Christmas lights are up and lit. But we got a issue I want to show you on the Escape. Well, Mercury Mariner in this case, but same thing, and you know that. And actually, it doesn't matter if you live somewhere warm or somewhere cold. Let's open the glass hatchback and show you. If you have a hatchback car or a car with a window like this that opens up, or a car with a hood or a trunk, and you open it up and you have these little supports here. Some people call them lifts, some people call them shocks. The correct name most places they're called support struts, and this is the glass support struts on it. See, if I let go of the glass, it drops down. And last week the temperature got up to about 42 degrees one day, and I went out here and I opened it up and it actually stayed up. And that's a common symptom of these. When the weather's warm, they'll hold it up or just barely hold it up. But as soon as the weather cools off a little bit, no hold up at all, and they start dropping. So I decided it was time to replace the glass hatch struts. And it's best just to go ahead and replace both of them at the same time, if you can, because they're probably both equally worn out. And what I did, I went online, I think I went to eBay and I bought these. And I got a pair of them for, I believe it was $13, and I'll show you a picture of the purchase page on it. But the bad part was it took 2 full weeks for them to be delivered. They used this weird, FedEx combination shipping with the Postal Service. So they shipped it by FedEx, by truck, across country from California to Michigan. And that took like 12 days, and then when it got to Michigan it was 2 days for the post office to actually deliver it. So I saved about half price by buying them, more than that probably, by buying them online, but it took forever for them to get here. And here they are. They're pretty universal. They have pressure that pushes outward, and they're pretty strong, so it's probably going to work out fine. They feel like they're strong enough. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to replace these support struts. Now it's actually pretty easy. They're ball and socket type connectors. Right here we have a ball and socket with a little steel retainer spring clip that has to be pulled out. At the other end it looks like exactly the same setup. If you can see the groove right there where my finger goes in, we'll get a little pick tool in there, we'll pry that out, and the whole thing should pop right off. We'll do it. Let's give it a try, shall we? Alright, let's see if we can see this. There we go. We used the screwdriver and we popped it underneath the edge of that metal clip, and we pulled it so it's almost all the way off on both sides. And let's see if we can get a better view. There we go. We pulled it so it's almost all the way off on both sides, and now we're just going to grab it, wiggle it a little, and it should pop right off. And now we're going to do the same thing to that one right there. We're going to get our tool underneath it in a flat spot, and we're going to pry it off a little like that. You see it coming right off, and then the whole thing should pop right off. Look at that. Now we're going to put the new ones on. We have the new one here. You can see inside, I don't know if you can see it very well with all the background, but there's a little bit of grease already inside of it, and there's a little bit of grease left on the ball socket right there. So we're just going to set it over there so it lines up right. We're going to wiggle it a little bit and press, and it snaps right into place. Same thing with the top part. You get it lined up, wiggle a little bit, snaps right into place. And look at that. With the one new one up there, we're already holding it up there all by itself. And here we go. Less than 5 minutes start to finish. Maybe, well, I'd say about 5 minutes start to finish anyway, wouldn't you? Because you watched me do it, right? And we got this one on, that one on. Same thing over on this side here and here. And I don't know how good these cheap brand ones are going to last. You can see there they are right there. If you're in a hurry for them, I would not recommend buying them from a company that uses the FedEx United Postal Service combo shipping service, because it's dreadfully slow, very annoying. You can also get them at your local auto parts supplier. Rock Auto, any of the auto parts supplier will have these for you. And look at this. Remember how it dropped down before when I open it? Watch this. I just pushed it up a little bit. It actually lifts up by itself. These have so much pressure in them, they actually pushes the glass right up by itself. And I really like that. That's pretty great. So it takes some effort to push it down now. Let's close it and hit the glass button. I wanted to see if it would actually push it up by itself all the way, but if you give it just a little help, it will. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. Absolutely love it. One tool required for installation, and it doesn't matter what kind of tool. Any kind of small pick tool, some tiny screwdriver will work perfectly well. And it's a very similar procedure for your hood struts. If you have a hood that has the kind of built-in struts that hold the vehicle up, or your hatchback. If you're actually opening the hatchback, you have the exact same kind of struts right here on either side, and those are certainly a different size, but it's the same principle. They have the same kind of clip connectors on them, and this is all something you can do yourself in no time at all, with no effort, save a ton of money, and be proud of yourself for saving the money and doing it and taking care of business. And I hope you have a happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas, but there'll be a lot more videos between now and Christmas, so stay tuned. One of my very next ones, actually I'll give you a heads up, I'm going to do this one within the next week. If you have an Escape at all, the first or second generation Escape, you'll know that these back glass hinges tend to rust out and corrode badly. And they start leaving stains down your glass, like this one does. I changed this one already with a junkyard one. And while I was there, I bought two, because I knew eventually this one would probably go. And it's been a couple years, but sure enough, look at the bottom corner here of this glass hinge. It's starting to crack and split. You let that go too long, it'll actually break off inside, and your rear glass will start dangling or even break. And we don't want that to happen, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how to replace this glass hinge. I have one already, and it's just another super easy job you can do yourself. A couple of extra tools required for it, but that'll be our next auto repair lesson, or one of the next ones coming up. So be sure to watch for that. Again, thanks for watching.